According to the studio, more than 25 million people watched The Rings of Power on its first day of release, shattering previous records for Prime Video viewership. Fascinating, isn't it? However, while the show has been a super hit, fans have raised a question about it. Do you know what it is? Are you a Lord of the Rings fan too? Then watch this video till the end to find out the truth about The Rings of Power. We're finally addressing those Gandalf and Sauron theories. First, what do you need to know about the Rings of Power cast? What is a good show without a good cast? The Rings of Power have made a wise decision while deciding on the crew. The Rings of Power has a diverse cast, which keeps the audience entertained. The best part is that The Rings of Power features a multicultural cast that includes a number of significant ladies and performers from many nationalities, such as English, Scottish, Welsh, Puerto Rican, American, and Australian actors. We can see a mixture of a lot of regions here. Galadriel, the non-heroic main character of the series, is portrayed by Morfydd Clark. High King Gil-galad is portrayed by Benjamin Walker, and Charles Edwards portrays Celebrimbor. In addition, Ishmael Cruz Cordova plays the original elf Arondir, who has almost surpassed Legolas in excellence. Tristan Gravel will eventually challenge Cynthia Adai Robinson as Queen Regent Muriel in the Númenórean region of Middle-earth. Cynthia Adai Robinson portrays Muriel. Charlie Vickers portrays Halbrand, a unique character, while Joseph Mall plays the fallen elf Adder. With the Harfoots, Daniel Weyman will play the Stranger, a character who might be Gandalf or Sauron. Dwarves are obviously necessary for Middle-earth to be complete, and Owain Arthur fills the role as Prince Durin IV. Secondly, what are the rumors about Lord of the Rings? Before the Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power was about to be released, there were a lot of rumors after the show came off the screen, proving it to be a big hit. Do you want to know about the rumors about The Rings of Power? Well, it might be hilarious to know, but these are some of the most viral rumors about The Rings of Power. The character Adar was the subject of the most persistent rumors concerning The Rings of Power. Fans were aware that Sauron would be the major enemy, but there were also rumors that the Season 1 villain would be a fallen elf by the name of Adar. Fans were unsure whether Adar would be a character for a time, but that quickly changed. The third episode, Adar, introduced the leader of the orcs, and the Great Wave revealed that Adar was actually a fallen elf who Morgoth had imprisoned. Another topic of discussion among viewers is Halbrand might actually be Sauron, which appears more likely in consideration of Episode 7. Up next, what are the Gandalf and Sauron theories? Are you a fan of Lord of the Rings too? And do you want to know how Sauron tricked the other Middle-earthian species into creating the Rings of Power? Who were the inhabitants of the Southlands before it was transformed into Mordor? Well, you finally get those questions answered. The first season of The Rings of Power aims to provide answers to these queries, while also forging a connection between the Second Age events and the well-known Tolkien tales found in the Lord of the Rings. These mysteries have also been revealed through the introduction of brand new, uniquely developed characters for the show. The Harfoots are tormented by the Dweller, a dreadful magical monster that roams the Middle-earth landscape looking for something, wanting something. There's Halbrand, the alleged king of the Southlands, whom Galadriel fortunately met while on her hunt for Sauron early in the season, but the greatest mystery still awaits. Keep watching along closely. We're about to let you in on the Rings of Power Easter eggs, so don't go anywhere. We wouldn't want you to miss out on anything we have lined up for you. So what do these characters have in common? Many theories have been applied by fans related to the question, what do the new characters have in common? People think that Halbrand, the Dweller, and the Stranger are all antecedents of important Lord of the Rings characters. In the case of the Dweller, the majority of people believe that this entity is either Saruman or one of the numerous incarnations Tolkien gave Sauron in his Second Age histories. Fans claim to see Sauron everywhere. Halbrand, possibly the Witch King of Angmar, a man who was changed into a ringwraith after obtaining one of the Rings of Power. Or perhaps he is Sauron in disguise, attempting to corrupt Númenor and the world of man. The possibilities are endless, and it's so great to see the next level of imagination the fans can take the show to. What about the Stranger, a second mysterious magical entity that enjoys nature, tea, and Harfoots? Some fans believe he is Sauron, although it is possible, given that the character has shown both bright and dark aspects throughout the season, even though his first word to Nori was friend. What's the other alternative scenario scenario we can think of. We are currently watching Gandalf the Grey's origin story. Next, what are the Rings of Power Easter eggs? There are many Easter eggs and references to Tolkien's original works because the Rings of Power is based on the Lord of the Rings. The War of Wrath was briefly summarized in A Shadow of the Past. Several details, most notably the king slaying at Alqua Lunde, left the elves seeming more heroic than they did in the original story. The Lay of Luthien wasn't explored as much as fans had wanted. According to the tale, a werewolf killed Finrod in Sauron's lair. Finrod's corpse did have claw marks on the Rings of Power, but the death by a werewolf was not stated. As an alternative, it stated that Finrod passed away while chasing Sauron. Galadriel and Halbrand were scared by a huge sea monster in Adrift. Some fans speculated that the monster might be one of the nameless things from the Lord of the Rings, based on marketing materials. The additional information provided by Amazon may have supported that notion. A fleeting mention of Fëanor creating the Silmarils and Valinor, and Morgoth seizing them, was also mentioned in the episode. The doom of Mandos was not specifically mentioned, and it did not provide a lot of detail. Instead, the information was left up to fans' own interpretation. The online fans were going wild about it. Keep watching along closely. We're about to tell you everything Weyman had to say about some of the fan theories. So what's up next in the Rings of Power with Easter eggs? More recent episodes have become a little more precise. Finally, the fans might have gotten all of their questions answered. The characters like Finarfin, Earendil, Arion, and King Elros have received name drops and brief mentions. Even two significant Easter eggs, the Sword of Narsil and the one of Palantry, were revealed to fans in Numenor. Although Narsil had not yet been used, Miriel's decision to stand up to Sauron was greatly influenced by the Palantir. The roots of Hethyglir, a narrative that established the Mithril beginnings and a noteworthy contribution to the Lord of the Rings canon, was introduced in Episode 5, Partings. Meantime, the most recent Easter egg was in Episode 7, when Celeborn, the husband of Galadriel, was discarded as a name. In contrast to the Lord of the Rings tradition, Galadriel thought he was dead. Therefore, it will be an exciting moment to see when and where he reappears. Lastly, what does Weyman have to say about these fan theories? Many fans are curious to know about when we sat down with the Rings of Power cast at New York Comic-Con. We had to question Weyman about what his views are regarding all these fan theories, and how has that influenced his experience working on the series. Here's what he had to say. "We had a really dark one today. That was sort of, wow, someone's really gone there," says Weyman. Of the many fan theories he's heard about The Stranger, including while talking to other outlets and fans at NYCC, the ones I've heard about or read have been so well thought through. The people coming up with these theories are really invested in the character and seeing resonances of beings that they either want the Stranger to become or think that he might. However, he hasn't disclosed the Stranger's true identity yet. Weyman wants fans to know that he absolutely loved seeing how engaged audiences are with his character, including all the ways the numerous fan theories have developed over time. As people learn more information, it will be revealed soon in the week's finale. So we guess we require a little more patience, as we all just have to wait till the mystery unfolds, don't we? That's all for today's video. Which of these Easter eggs was your favorite? Let us know down in the comments section. Also, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like the video and subscribe. We wouldn't want you to miss out on any of our upcoming content. Thanks for watching.